Greetings, YouTube. The Doctor is in. Dr. Urius Papers here coming at you with another commentary on Dungeons & Dragons. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. All right, it is time for another installment of the Doctor's Spell Prognosis. Again, I know this is not a spell, this is a cantrip, but we are talking about the cantrip Mage Hand today. And it is the next one in our order. We are almost halfway done with all the cantrips, and then we will actually be moving on to spells. So, Mage Hand, great cantrip. I think that every class that can take this should take this. It's almost a necessity, almost a necessary cantrip that you should put into your cantrip choices, and there are many reasons for it. So it is a cantrip. It does take one action. It has a range of 30 feet, which is pretty good. It's not great, but it's pretty good. It only uses verbal and somatic components, so no material components. It lasts for a minute without concentration. That's great. And it's a cantrip, so you can keep casting it over and over and over again, so you can always have it. Conjuration doesn't really do attacks. There's no saving throws. It's called utility effect, and it has a lot of utility. So you create a spectral floating hand that appears at a point you choose within range. So you're going to make it appear anywhere within 30 feet. It lasts for the duration or until you dismiss it. And if it goes more than 30 feet away, it vanishes. You have to use your action to control the hand. So it's not fantastic in combat. You can use it to manipulate an object. There's a lot of room for interpretation with what the word manipulate means for manipulating an object. You can open an unlocked door or a container. You can stow or retrieve an item from an open container. You can pour the contents out of a vial. That's really important right there. You can move the hand up to 30 feet, and it can't carry more than 10 pounds. It can't attack. It can't activate magic items, but it can carry a magic item. That's a big difference between this and some former editions of Dungeons & Dragons where that hand couldn't even touch a magic item. But now it can. It just can't activate a magic item. And it's usable by bards, sorcerers, warlocks, wizards, and artificers. So this is my mainstay for going after traps. If there is a box that needs to be opened that's unlocked, obviously, or a door that needs to be open that's unlocked, or we need to throw something, or we need to move a 10-pound object somewhere, then I'm opening it with a mage hand. I'm not touching it. I do it from 30 feet away. I can always pull a potion out, and I can hand it over to somebody if they need it. It's because it can't activate magic items. It is kind of an interpretation for potions. If using a mage hand to pour down someone's throat is actually activating a healing potion or not. I'm going to leave that up to the DMs out there to interpret that the way they want. Personally, I would say that it isn't. The person that is actually drinking the potion is activating the potion, so the hand itself is not activating it. But like wands, obviously a mage hand can't use a wand. This spell works really good with the Arcane Trickster because they can use their Ledgermane to actually pick locks and things like that from 30 feet away. So very useful. It's you don't want to touch something. You don't want to touch an object. You're pretty sure it's less than 10 pounds. You're going to be using this for that. You're going to be picking that object up and moving it around with the mage hand. Again, another really good use for this is if you know something is behind a door, like there's opponents behind a door and you don't want to open the door, you want everybody away from the door, and you want to kind of surprise them, then you might want to open the door with a mage hand from 30 feet away, and that way no one is in front of the door, and anything that's going to come through the door is not going to slam into the party. Another good use of this with doors or barriers or things is that if you wanted to trap something somewhere, like somebody could push something into a door, and then you could have the mage hand close the door from 30 feet away. You're not near it. you close the door, trap it somewhere for some reason. So that's another good use. So all in all, I think this is a necessity for parties. It is a really good spell that has tons of utility. I think that at least one person in every party should have Mage Hand. And that's what I got for you today. So I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody later.